Welcome. Today we'll learn the chapter 2 titled Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes from the class 6th NCERT. So today we'll learn what is globe, latitudes, longitudes, different time zones, and also different uh, climate zones also on the map. And also we'll see which countries are passing through the Tropic of Cancer, Equator and Tropic of Capricorn. So in the first video, we have learned about our planet, uh, and we have also discussed about the solar system. So today we learn about latitudes and longitudes, and this textbook is written for the class 6 students. So now we were trying to see in the UPSC CSC perspective. So what is the globe? Globe is a model of the earth. It's a replica of the earth, but although we have learned that earth is not a sphere, and it is slightly flattened at the north and south poles and bulge in the middle. That is why we called it as geode. And the globe is not fixed. It can be rotated, and that they have in starting pages they have made introduction about the globe, how the globe looks for the children. And there is an imaginary line which connects the north pole and south pole, that is called as axis, and it is 23.5 degrees tilted to the vertical line. Okay, and remember that earth rotates from the west to east. You can remember it as WEV. And there is a line which it's an imaginary lines which divides the globe into two equal parts, and that is called as equator. And the northern half of the earth is known as northern hemisphere, and the southern half of the earth is known as southern hemisphere, and they are both equal halves. So therefore equator is an imaginary circular line and is a very important reference point to locate places on the earth. And there are some circles which are parallel to the equator, and those lines are called as latitudes, and these latitudes are measured in degrees. The equator represents the 0 degree latitude, and because since the distance from the equator to either of the poles is 1/4, suppose the earth is 360 degrees. So when you take when you draw it on a paper like 360-degree circle and divide into four equal parts, you will get 90. So that is why obviously we refer the north pole from the equator 90 degrees, and to the south also will refer to the from 0, that is equator, 90 degrees south latitude we call, and we denote it with N and S. And also, what are the important parallels of latitudes are? There are important latitudes and heat zones. One is, imagine yourself that earth is there. In that you have made it two halves. So the first half is equator, and near the equator there is a torrid zone, and you'll go slowly to the 23.5 degrees northern latitude, that is Tropic of Cancer, and you will go above it, that is north temperate zone. And near to the Arctic there is Arctic Circle at 66.5 north latitude. And after that, you as you know that there is a frigid zone. There is very cool temperatures, and there are ice glaciers etc. in the Arctic Circle. So that is Arctic Circle, frigid zone, and North Pole will be there. In the south side, same as equator, uh, torrid zone, and also Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south, and south temperate zone, Antarctic Circle, and frigid zone. So now when you look at equator passes through 13 countries. Can you name them? So equator passes through 13 countries. uh, Ecuador. I will start with Africa. So Ecuador, or else will yeah, we'll start with South America. It will be very easy to look on the world map also. So South America, when you take South America, Ecuador, in that Ecuador will be there on the top of Brazil. So Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, and when you come little right, there is a Principe Sao Tome, then the Gabon, then the Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia. And remember that the equator lies south side of the India, so it passes through the Maldives, Indonesia, and Kiribati. So there are the equator passes through the three continents, that is South America, Africa, and Asia. And it also passes through the three water bodies, that is Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and also Pacific Ocean. Okay, so Arctic Ocean doesn't come, and Antarctic Ocean also doesn't come. And then we'll see about the Tropic of Cancer. And Tropic of Cancer, it passes through 16 countries. So we'll come again from America. So North America, when you take it passes through Mexico and Bahamas. Bahamas looks like an island on world map. And Africa, when you take Africa, there is Niger, Algeria, Mauritania, Egypt, Libya, Mali, and Western Sahara. And just will come to Asia, Myanmar, Oman, Bangladesh, India, Saudi Arabia, China, United Arab Emirates, and Taiwan. So totally there are 16 countries. And the Tropic of Cancer is an imaginary line that runs 23 and half, I mean 23.5 degrees north of the equator, and it's the northernmost line of latitude, where the sun can be directly overhead. And the Tropic of Cancer's location is not fixed, as it shifts southwards by above half and arc second of latitude every year. So this phenomena is also there. And in India, the Tropic of Cancer passes through states, will come from left to right, I mean west to east. uh, First Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. And the Tropic of Cancer's name, it have come from the constellation Cancer, which resembles a crab. So the constellation was best viewed during the summer solstice. And about the summer solstice, we'll learn in the next chapters. And the when sun is directed towards the Tropic of Cancer, so that is there. And okay, so now we'll learn about the Tropic of Capricorn. And the Tropic of Capricorn passes through 10 countries and across 3 continents. We'll come with South America. So Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Paraguay. And in Africa, there is south side of Africa, that is Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Mozambique, and Madagascar. And it passes through the continent nation of Australia. So there are 10 countries that passes through the Tropic of Capricorn. And the Tropic of Capricorn is the boundary between the tropics to the north and the southern temperate zone to the south. So the Tropic of Cancer is the northern hemisphere equivalent. Okay, I mean in north the Tropic of Cancer will be there. In the south the Tropic of Capricorn will be there in 23.5 degrees latitude. And on north latitude Cancer will be there. On south latitude the Capricorn will be there. And the Tropic of Capricorn is also, it is drifting northward at a rate of about 15 meters per year, and it is not given in NCERT. It's the astronomical observation. Okay, so now we'll be moving towards the longitudes. So what are longitudes? Longitudes are the vertical longitudes are the imaginary vertical lines that runs from north pole to south pole, and they measure the distance east or west of the prime meridian in degrees. And what is the importance of longitudes is, we'll measure the time for navigation, GPS technology, those things we can do. And also international borders, they will follow the lines of longitudes, providing clear and unambiguous divisions between countries. So that application is also there. And we learn the climate change studies also with respect to latitudes and longitudes. Now there is a prime meridian, so where the British Royal Observatory is located, and it is also called as Greenwich. And this meridian is called the prime meridian, and its value is 0 degrees longitude. And from it we count 180 degrees eastward and 180 degrees westward. So the prime meridian and the 180 degree meridian divide the earth into 2 equal halves, and the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Okay, so therefore the longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west. And interesting note that 180 degrees east and 180 degrees west meridians, they are on the same line. Okay, so they have given different examples about the how you measure the longitudes, and you can look on the world map to know about the measuring of longitudes. And there are different time zones of the world. And when you take England, it starts with 0 degrees, and when you come to India, it's about 5.5. So if the time is 12 noon on the Greenwich meridian, it will be 4:30, around 4:30 in India, and also in America it will be 6 a.m. So like that, 6 hours difference is there. Just you can look on world map to know the different time zones. And Earth is, we know that the Earth rotates 360 degrees in about 24 hours. You will be knowing the concept of rotation and revolution. So with that, I mean, Earth rotates about 24 hours, and when you divide 360 by 24 hours, you'll be getting 15 degrees. So 1 hour equal to 15 degrees, and 1 degree equal to 4 minutes. That is 15 into 4 is 60, right? So 1 degree equal to 4 minutes, and 15 degrees is equal to 15 degrees is equal to 60 minutes. So and why do we have standard time is because the local time of places which are on different time meridians, they are bound to differ, and it is very difficult to prepare a timetable, especially the aircrafts. So it is very important to make a standard time. And when you take the India, 68 degrees east is Gujarat at the end, and 97 degrees east is the Assam, Dibrugarh is in Assam, and Dwaraka is, and the difference between both is, if we calculate based on the longitude, it's 1 hour 45 minutes. But we take a standard meridian that lies on 82.5 degrees east longitude. So that is all about this chapter. So in this chapter, you can look on world map and know the different time zones, and that's all. The most important things are which countries passes through Tropic of Cancer, which countries passes through Tropic of Capricorn, and which countries passes through equator. So that's all. So in the next chapter, we learn about the motions of the earth, and the occurring of seasons, and the reasons for summer solstice, winter solstice, and autumn, and we'll see the climatic patterns also in the coming chapters. And that's all for now. Bye, have a great day.